Republic of the Philippines, Northern Iloilo, Polytechnic State College, Batad Campus, Batad, Iloilo. A modular approach in Animal Science 415, prepared by Lingelo A. Panes, Miss Animal Science, first semester 2021-2022. Activity number 2. For your video activity, each student will prepare a pre-recorded video presentation. Select only one topic and make a side presentation on the following topics. And I choose management of Boar. The pre-recorded video is 10 to 15 minutes duration. Send your activity through my email address lingpanes@yahoo.com. Your video activity will be graded based on the following criteria: content 50%, memorization 20%, organization 15%, clarity 15%, a total of 100%. Activity should be passed before the schedule of final exam. Good day everyone, my name is Brin and Quirante, BSA 4 student. Management of Boar. The Hagsological scheme, the kingdom was Animalia, phylum is Chordata, class is Mammalia, order is Artiodactyla, family is Zoidae, genus is Sus, species is Scrofa or Vitatus, subspecies is Domesticus. Performance of a herd boar depends upon a proper care and management. This includes health and care, transporters care, housing, feeding, and service capacity. When good management practices are not followed, the performance that you get from a boar is often disappointing. Here are the following recommendations to follow on the proper care and management of boar. Health and care. Choose the right boar. Your veterinarian is the key. By careful examination of the herd and premises before buying a boar to prevent future health problems including diseases and parasites. Require a negative test for brucellosis and vaccination for leptospirosis. Be sure the boar has been vaccinated for erysipelas. Treat for internal and external parasites if owner has not done so recently. Watch the boar closely during the isolation period for signs of illness, sluggishness, or coughing. Check his temperature if it is over 103 degrees. Get a blood test for brucellosis and leptospirosis 3 or 4 weeks before you get him home. If the boar becomes ill and has an extremely high temperature, do not use him for 8 to 10 weeks after the fever has subsided. Be sure that the sanitation and health program is the best that can be provided. Remove all antibiotics from the ration 3 weeks after the arrival for 1 month before breeding to see if a disease is being suppressed. When you get him home, even the good management and care, he should not be used until after a minimum of 30-day isolation period or 8 to 10 weeks is best. Outdoor exercise throughout the year is one of the first essentials in keeping the boar virile and in thrifty condition. Set up a separate feeding and bedding areas to encourage exercise. A barrow slightly smaller than the boar can be placed with him. This usually encourages exercise and furnishes competition. Supply plenty of exercise area, 1/4 acre or more, preferably legume pasture. Remove boar tusks each year before breeding season or as needed. Bolt cutters, hoof trimmers, or a hacksaw or instruments are suitable for doing this job. Examination of the semen for motility, concentration, and morphological and anatomical defects. Examination of the anatomy and development of the reproductive organs. A check on ability to produce a normal erection followed by a normal extension of the penis and performance of a satisfactory service. Next is transporter's care. Take extra care in transporting the boar to minimize sickness and injuries. Be sure the truck has been cleaned and disinfected. Do not haul boars that are unfamiliar with each other together or feed heavily before hauling, especially in hot weather. Next is housing. The new boar should have comfortable quarters. Provide protection against wind, extreme cold, rain, snow, or heat from extreme weather conditions. Have adequate loading and unloading facilities. Provide suitable bedding, straw, sawdust, sand, etc. Clean and disinfect quarters a few weeks prior to bringing the new boar home. Provide 15 to 20 square feet of dry, draft-free, well-ventilated sleeping area. Furnish ample shade. If no natural shade is available, provide at least 30 square feet of artificial shade. Next is feeding. A barrow slightly smaller than the boar, encouraging to competition at feeding time to start eating. Overfeed a boar may become permanently or temporarily sterile. You may need to change it to maintain thriftiness and vigor. New boar should be fed 4 to 5 pounds of balance, 14% ration, 4 to 5 pounds of grain, and 1/2 pound of 35% protein supplement. Conditioned boar, increasing his ration to grow well on 6 pounds of feed during the first breeding season and can be maintained adequately on 4 pounds of feed when not in service. Libido, sex drive, sperm production, structural soundness or aggressiveness, semen quality, and longevity ability depends upon the nutrition intake of individual boars. The boar should be fed once a day, preferably after usage. Next is service capacity. Patience and good judgment is key when training the boar. Here is the table of recommended breeding age and service of boar with different systems of mating. When the boar is 7 or less age in months, pasture mating is none, hand mating is none. When the boar is 7 to 9 months of age, recommendation on pasture mating is 6 to 8 in 21 days, hand mating 10 to 15 in 21 days. When a boar 9 to 12 days old in months, recommended pasture mating is 8 to 10 in 21 days, 15 to 20 in 21 days, and hand mating. When a boar is 12 to 18 age in months, the recommended pasture mating is 10 to 12 in 21 days, and in hand mating 20 to 25 in 21 days. When the boar is 18 or over in age in months, the recommended pasture mating is 12 to 15 in 21 days. The recommended hand mating is 25 to 30 in 21 days. Make a fertility check at least 30 days before you start using the boar. Best ways is to hand mate him to 5 or 6 healthy virgin gelts that are scheduled for slaughter. When using a heavy or big boar, the use of breeding crate is recommended. During summer months, you can get best conception rates by allowing the boars in breeding pens from sundown to sun up and out during the day. Maintain one boar for each 2 sows when on a given day, or stagger weaning in multiple farrowing units to get maximum fertility in group farrowing. Keep boar away from the gelts or sow. 50 meters is good to unfamiliarize in mating. The boar for hire enterprise used in community for feed should be depends upon the quality of the boar, number of quality of the sows served by the boar, willingness of the customers to use the boar and to pay the breeding fee, and the capacity of the operator to avoid losses from mechanical injuries and diseases. Last is a dummy sow is used on collecting semen in the boar for artificial insemination. And if you like this video presentation, give a like, and if there's an unclear part, you can comment it down. Once again, I am Brin Quirante.